Wonderful morning to everybody. First day of the week as well as the calendar month for the trading sessions. The 3rd of November, we are actually standing on and with a lot of information about the market's trend and the strategies we are going to discuss, all because of the behavioral analysis we made on Indian markets. With the completed month, our accuracy check should be actually revealed with you all that the prediction of 1.7% higher end or higher close for the month of October has been exceeded with a 4.5% of higher close for the markets, which was a surprise almost by 2% higher. But anyhow, the higher close what we have predicted has occurred with 100% accuracy, with a deviation in a positive manner about 2%. Hope you all have received the market outlook for the month of November as well, as we have circulated the report during the recently ended Saturday, in which we have covered the topics with a regular one of a review and a preview basis for the markets, which also consists the core information about where the high can be expected as well as the low side also, and what may be the probable close for the market for the month of November, and what are the key or core dates should be watched out in the way of seeing a potential turnaround or a potential significant movement on the same date or otherwise based on the particular dates high and low in the following sessions, which are all comprised in the report and circulated as well. Kindly refer to the report for getting the overall positional based approaches, because we just want to make you all aware for the month of October, the dates we have mentioned starting from the October 1st. In that first date only, the market have almost 1% closed higher when compared to the last session in the September. And afterwards, the particular first now October's low and high, if you look back on the chart, has not been retested till the month end. That is what the power of the date what we have been predicting. Afterwards, the 6th October also given in the row. In that 6th October's high, if you refer to the charts, first time after the September's attempt in the month of October, the 25,000 above level, the Nifty reclaimed. Afterwards, the 25,000 above only the market traded. Not even a single time the market retested the 25,000 mark. That means the 6th October's high point. Then the 15th and 17th October, in all the way the dates what are all coming near to the trading sessions, we have been reminding that the date is approaching like that 15th of October approaches the market with the high of 25,365 and the low of 25,159. That too has not actually retested in the way of pullback or a retracement like, because the market stands comfortably above 15th October's high, even 17th October's high till now. Overall, taking from the 1st October's open price to end of the day session, over 1,500 points the Nifty provided for you all with a huge run up, more than in the September month. That was from the 6th October, if you are taking the highest point what it has given me, almost 1,200 points the market actually traded with a positive manner. So these are all the facts we can actually observe from the behavioral study based inputs we are providing through the market outlook report for the month. Every month we are providing. So that has proven that much of opportunity the market actually given for the traders, particularly for the positional ones, even though the daily based approaches, how to approach or how to tackle the market and what are the trend based information, what are the levels, strategies to be followed, like all the way we are actually providing the information through the way of conducting this kind of pre-market outlook. That also would have been actually made some moderate to high level of gains for the followers who are all actually making them. So that's it from the reviewing part of previous month and even the previous week. Despite it actually hesitantly moved and attracted the selling at the high zone and closed very flat with a mild negative tone. The first day, by reflecting the recent sessions impact, we can expect a flat with a cautious open for the market for the date of 3rd November today. And after opening, every trader should actually closely monitor about the first 15-minute to 1 hour trading behavior on the Nifty and Sensex. For an instance, in case the Nifty holds the level of 25,711, which was the low point of the Friday's one can observe as long as it is actually kept maintained or protected by the level of 25,711, where one can see the chances for getting bounce or witnessing bounces or reversing kind of activities may be expected on the chart with an aim of approaching 26,000 within today itself. So the probability will be very high, but provided the strength should be watched out, monitored, because how it is showing the strength by keeping or holding the 25,711 as a support point today within first 15 minutes to 1 hour. That is very essential. If it does so, we can expect almost 250 to 300 points in a single day today. Or otherwise, if it is holding the same, but it could not climb up as expected about 250, 300 points, means the chances for postponing the movement tomorrow, that means to tomorrow. So there we can see the completion of the behavior based output the market has to give based on the behavioral study, we can tell. In case, conversely, in the first 15 minutes itself, the market gives up and closes below 25,711, means that the signal for the downward trend on the market side on a temporary basis from the positional perspective towards the 25,365 can be expected, because 15th October's high 25,365 will be acting as a very crucial point by deciding the initial trend of the market in the November. And in case if it is closing the day below 25,711, means traders can note this point, the market's probability for making a corrective kind of actions towards approaching the support zone of 25,365 will be having a very higher chances. So that is what the strategy one should follow. The first 15 minutes to 1 hour, the level of 25,711 will be acting as a core inflection point for the market trend, which may be defining the overall month, the total November month trend based on the prediction we have made on the level of 25,711. So that's it. From the sectoral front, the sectors particularly to be watched out will be on metal, public sector enterprises, oil and gas, energy, banking, financial services, and more importantly, automobiles, because of the auto sales data. From the positional perspective also, we have discussed the point of, as reported in the today's pre-market outlook content, the 26,200 should be decisively broken That means a closing basis. It should be done, or otherwise a surpassing of 26,300 with a strong manner will be required to make the or to get the signal from the positional aspect about moving towards 26,500, 700 and overall 27,000 mark also can be expected in case consecutive 2 days close about 26,200 happens. So that is also from the positional standpoint one can observe. In case if it is not making that point or action, we can see the range bound action between 25,500 to 26,000 or 26,100 would be most part of the November month's activity. So as long as it is not making the high breakout or protecting or protected by the 25,365 as a support zone, these range bound actions can be expected. From the stocks front, the day traders can watch out the news-based earnings-oriented stocks like Bharat Electronics Limited, Bank of Baroda, BPCL, Eicher Motors, Mahindra & Mahindra, Tata Motors Passenger Vehicles, Escorts Kubota, TVS Motor, JK Cement, Tata Chemical, Titagar Rail, like many stocks availed for today's trading opportunity. Companies like Titan Company, Power Grid Corporation, Bharti Airtel, Bharti Hexacom Limited, Tata Consumer Products, Ambuja Cements, Kansai Nerolac Paints, and AWL Agri Limited. Amongst many, they are releasing their quarterly earnings for the September ending. So that can be also focused for getting any opportunity. So that's it from today's pre-market. We wish everyone to have a fruitful day. Don't forget to keep stop loss in every transaction. That is very important to protect your capital. So thank you for participating in today's session. We can see some queries fallen down that can be addressed now. See, Axis Bank and Shriram Finance are the queries. From the Axis Bank side, the private banking index itself actually struggling to move up. And because of that, the Axis Bank also, one of the dragger of the private bank index, can be expected to continue its downtrend till it is actually finding support around the zone of 1,215 to 1,200. Until then, the stock may be expected to drift downward with a clear capping zone of 1,250. A decisive breakout above 1,250 is required to make the Axis Bank to trade on the positive side. Until then, only the weaker trend can be expected. From the Shriram Finance, after the results, even we also recommended for the BTST that got already achieved. We can see the Shriram Finance can be on the positive side as long as it is holding the support of 730. If it is drifting down towards the support zone, one can actually accumulate a fresh entry also can be made. And 770 can be treated as a target or a resistance point. For the Shriram Finance, we are actually seeing a positive movement can be expected. Continue. Vodafone call options bought at 7 rupees. Because of that news against the AGR pronounced by the court side, the Vodafone actually is currently in a clear negative trend. Because of that, it is expected to continue the negative tone further towards the level of 8.50 to 8.20, and the 8.20 would be acting as a strong support. If it is breaking, means it would be a chance for the stock to get down further towards a 7.70 level even. It would be better to exit from the position if you are seeing any bounce in today's trade. Otherwise, it would be finally we can suggest like keeping stop loss as 8.20 below would be required to see what is going to happen in case the bounces and all is luckily happen, means there you can utilize. Otherwise, no chance. Mostly there is no chance for a clear or a strong bounce on the stock now. Vedanta is another query after the result for Vedanta, that is also expected to see some downward trend because the Vedanta almost completes its gap already created. Anyhow, the 490 would be the support zones. Until then, the stock may be getting down. And if it is coming to that point, you can actually try to, risk-based traders only can approach the stock in a long way. Because from there, 490 support zone, the 497 to 499 as a target point, one can expect the bounce. For that, one can actually approach. Otherwise, it is better to avoid on the long side by the safe traders if you are. And from the upside trend, the stock may not be having a possibility to move beyond the 505 today. And if it is moving, you can actually watch it closely. After above 505 movement, it should be holding the level of 506. After moving above 505, it should hold the support of 506 for at least 1 hour. Then only you can consider about going long. Otherwise, if it is giving back the 505 or 506 as a support, there one can consider again the selling, possible selling can drag the stock price towards the support zone of 490. That is what the story for Vedanta. So thank you. So all the queries have been addressed, and we'll meet again in the pre-market outlook session tomorrow again. So until then, we wish everyone to have a fruitful and opportunistic day. Bye-bye.